everyone, my name is Passek, the FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today I'll be tying a little wet fly pattern, a little straggly, really kind of rough looking wet fly, but it looks really good underwater. I'll show you what it looks like here, camera. So that's what she looks like there. Now you can tie it with, and I tied this one like this on purpose, with the jungle cock or without. So that's what it looks like without. If you flip it, and that's the way it looks with. So today I'll be tying, actually here's one without completely. So I'll be tying a one with jungle cock. So I will start off with a, we can get one out of here, let's see, a Hends BL254N in a size 10. So that's the hook I'll be using. I really like these hooks, they're like a short shank. I'll be using some Semperfli NanoSilk in olive. I'll be using this stuff here. This is the Hens Hair Plus dubbing brush. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. So this one is the number 12, right there. Yeah, number 12, right? That's the color. And then I'll be using a little bit of Pheasant for the hackle, and I'll be using a couple of the jungle cock eyes right from the very bottom here, right for these little guys down here. So, because it's a fairly small fly, so you want it small, right? So I'll start my, I can't see worth the crap here. Start my tying thread. Cut off my waist. Sorry, I got a piece of thread stuck on my hand there. So then I'm going to take, let's see, my dubbing brush here, and I'm just going to go back just a little ways. Just tie my dubbing brush in. And I don't want to go much past the point of the hook with this. I don't want a huge, like a really long body on it. And then just come back up and leave about two eyes worth of room there. And then I'm just going to wrap my dubbing brush forward here. Touching wraps. And then when I get to where I want to be there, I'm going to put another one or two wraps almost on top of each other to create a bit of a flare out. Just tie that off 3-4 times on top of it. Fold it back 3-4 times in front. Take a crappy pair of scissors. Don't use your good ones. Cut because there is wire inside of there, right? And just tidy that up a bit. Make a nice tie-in spot for your hackle. Then I like just roughing it up a bit. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a ton. So just rough that up, make it nice and scruffy. Then I'm going to take a hackle feather here off my cape. You can tie this in. I actually quite like it with a brown hackle, but I ran out, so I'm using this green, dyed green, which looks really good as well. But I do prefer it in the brown. So I'm just gonna make a point there, expose the tip, and then cut myself a little triangular tie-in point there. Make sure you catch that really good. So I tied that in on my side. I like doing a half hitch right here. Just a quick one. And then you can use your hackle pliers if you feel comfortable. I actually quite like using my fingers. I feel that I can get a better feel of it. So right now all I'm doing is I'm just folding these fibers back to kind of train them before I start wrapping, because I want them to lay back, right? So and I want about 3 turns with this. It's not a spider pattern, it is a wet fly, so I definitely want to want to have some hackle here. If it was spider, I would have just done one, maybe 1.5 turns. I want 2 to 3 here. So there's pretty good there. Just sorry for my fingers in the way. I'm just holding this while I get a hold of it. There we go. So I got 2 wraps on top, 2, 3 wraps in front. Then you can just tear that off if you want. I'm gonna actually cut it. These Renomed scissors, they get such a sharp little tip that you can get right in there. Actually, I've got another pair here to show you guys. These are even sharper tips. These are just also from Renomed. Really good scissors. Lifetime warranty scissors too, guys. So, you know. So again, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a counterclockwise wrap here. Flatten my thread. Now I'm just gonna take my brush and just brush out some of these fibers just so they sit where they're supposed to sit. Okay. Then, now this is the tough part. I'm trying to find 2 tiny little, because I want these tiny, tiny ones off the end here. I don't want these big guys, right? So I want these tiny little guys, these tiny little eyes. And this is a bit of an older jungle cock cape, so they can be a bit dry. See if I can get these 2. They look almost perfect size-wise. Okay, so I've got 2 of them. 2 individual feathers. Now I'm just going to strip off all this bottom fluff. Expose this feather. Expose the stem. And do the same on the other one. Take your time, guys, when you're doing these. Prep them properly. You want to, otherwise you're just going to be fighting it when you're trying to tie it in. So prep it properly. Get rid of all that crap that you don't want. Okay, so now make sure that the shiny side, there's a dull side and a shiny side. Shiny side is out, and I want this laying about halfway back, and I want it laying right along the side of the fly. So I'm going to just tie that in with a couple of wraps. That didn't lay right, so off she comes. Again, a couple of wraps, see how she lays. That's not bad. So there, so you can see right along the side like that, flared out. And do the same on the other side. Sorry, you're going to have to turn it there so you guys can't really see perfectly, but I have to be able to see where I'm tying it in, and I'm half blind as it is, so. So literally on the same angle as the other one, and the same angle as the hook. See, that one twisted on me as well. So sometimes you just gotta undo, reset, and try it again. Nice loose wrap. Let's see if that'll help. Yeah, there we go. So now it's not twisting on me. Okay. So now I'm just gonna 3 or 4 tight turns there. I'm gonna do a little bit of a whip finish. Towards the eye of the hook. I'm gonna hold this tight, and I'm actually gonna grab these and just bust them off. So I've just busted off the core of those jungle cock feathers. I'm just going to give it one more little wrap and do another quick little whip finish, 3-4 turn whip finish. Make sure that's nice and tight. Give this another little bit of a brush just to make sure everything's sitting where you want it to sit. And there's your finished fly. Your finished little wet fly. Like I said, it's a scraggly little wet fly. And I have, like I said, I used to have a skin that's dyed kind of a brownish color. I know Hens also makes the same dubbing brushes in a green, so that would go really well. But this brown body seems to just really attract them. that natural hare's ear color. So like I said, I've had success with the green and brown, but I definitely had way more success with the brownish hackle. I could have probably used a natural pheasant or a natural like a starling or something like that. I probably could have used that as well, but just for the video sakes, I know they're a little easier to use. So yeah, that's it. It's like I said, I tie them with and I tie them without the jungle cock eyes. I like the jungle cock eyes. They just give that little target for the trout, right? So just another spot for them to key into. Alrighty, well, tight lines, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If you've subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider doing so. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away a variety of flies that I've tied on this channel, as well as a copy of both of the books I wrote, which is Freshman Fly Fisher's Insect Guide and the Freshman Fly Fisher's Beginner's Guide. Okay, so these are two books on fly fishing. This one's all about the insects and how to fish them, and there's got some flies in it and all kinds of information about the bugs. So yeah, so I'll be giving away a copy of each of those and a selection of flies once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, just keep on watching and pass on the word, and we'll once we get 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a draw. Tight lines, everyone.